There's a reason people are calling her the influencer who threw her own fire festival twice. In 2025, Tana Mongeau, yes, that Tana, the YouTuber turned chaos magnet, got hit with criminal charges. Not scandal, not drama, not an apology video. Actual legal charges. What started as another wild night in Vegas turned into a full-blown safety emergency, with police intervention, streets shut down, and injuries reported. And here's the twist. This isn't even the first time. The question isn't, did she know better? It's, why does this keep happening? And how far can someone go before an audience stops watching and the law steps in? Because this isn't just about one night in Vegas. This is about what happens when internet fame outgrows the rules of real life. Let's rewind. It's a warm Saturday night in Las Vegas. Crowds are forming, most of them young, hyped, and dressed like they're going to a party that wasn't meant to exist. That's because, technically, it didn't. There were no permits, no real security, no insurance, no crowd control plan. Just a location drop, a few Instagram stories, and a massive swarm of fans responding to a last-minute post from Tana Mongeau. By 10 p.m., the streets are overrun. Local businesses are calling 911. There's panic. There's pushing. People are getting injured. And in the middle of it all, Tana filming, laughing, performing for the crowd like she's untouchable. Except this time, she isn't. Because that night, Las Vegas police filed a report, and weeks later, Tana Mongeau was formally charged with public endangerment. Not an influencer scandal. Not a YouTube mistake. This was a criminal case. Filed, documented, pending sentencing. And what makes it worse, this was a pattern. Back in 2018, she tried to host her own convention, TanaCon. Hundreds were stranded in the sun without water, and the entire thing was shut down by the fire marshal. Fans compared it to the fire festival, and instead of laying low after that, she leaned in. Since then, she's made a brand out of chaos, unplanned parties, sold-out events with no staff, pushing the limits of safety and logic, then filming it all like content. But Vegas was different. This time, there were real consequences. So, what exactly happened that night? And is this about one reckless influencer, or a system that keeps rewarding the people who break it? There's no single victim in this case the way there is in a typical crime story. But that's part of what makes it more dangerous, because the damage was spread out. It was dozens of people, mostly young, many underage, who showed up thinking they were about to meet their favorite internet celebrity. What they got instead was panic. One girl, 14 years old, told local reporters she came with her older cousin. She thought it was going to be a quick meet and greet, something casual and fun. We were all standing outside the strip mall, then more and more people started showing up, and suddenly we were just stuck, like literally couldn't move. It felt like we couldn't breathe. Another fan posted a TikTok from the night. You can see the camera shaking while she tries to film the crowd pushing forward. I lost my shoe. Someone stepped on my ankle. I couldn't find my friend. I thought I was going to pass out, she wrote in the caption. Some people fainted. Others had panic attacks. One woman said she watched a car try to back up through the crowd while people screamed and banged on the windows to stop. And Tana? She was on top of a car, laughing, posing, yelling things like, "Y'all came through," before disappearing inside a nearby building, leaving fans stranded on the sidewalk. No water, no medical staff, no exits cleared. This wasn't a fan experience. It was a riot waiting to happen. And it wasn't the first time. Fans who had once idolized her were now posting "never again." Some even said they stopped watching her altogether. And yet, even in the aftermath, her follower count didn't drop. Her podcast stayed trending. She kept posting TikToks like nothing happened. Because in influencer culture, there is no off switch. The people watching, filming, living through the chaos, they're not just fans anymore. They're unpaid extras in someone else's brand. And that night in Vegas, a lot of them didn't realize how badly it could have ended. Until it almost did. After the chaos in Vegas, Tana Mongeau did what she always does. She turned the fallout into content. She posted TikToks joking about the incident. She hinted at legal trouble with a smirk. In one video, she mouths along to audio saying, "I'm literally going to jail." Comments flooded in with laughing emojis. People weren't sure if she was serious. Maybe she wasn't either, but the Las Vegas courts were. She was officially charged with public endangerment, a real felony, not a clickbait title. Authorities cited overcrowding, disruption of public order, and the complete lack of permits or safety measures. This wasn't just another messy influencer party. It was a dangerous event that could have ended in tragedy. Some say she knew exactly what she was doing. Others say she didn't care. Because the truth is, chaos has always been part of the brand. This is the same person who ran TanaCon, a 2018 disaster that left thousands of teens stranded outside a venue with no water, no shade, and no explanation. That event was canceled midday and compared to Fyre Festival by both fans and press. Tana claimed she didn't know it would go wrong, that she trusted the wrong people, that it wasn't her fault. Now, years later, she's on the verge of a repeat. Only this time, people got hurt. And instead of learning from the past, it seems she learned how to spin it better. The villain here isn't just Tana. It's the influencer economy itself. One where outrage equals views, where bad press is still press, and where no matter how reckless the behavior, a strong enough following can cushion the fall. The justice system is now being watched to see, will this finally be the case that sets a precedent? Or will it be just another chapter in the ongoing saga of canceled but never gone? One attorney quoted in Washington Morning said it best. "We're entering a new era where influencers might need to learn what liability actually means, because for too long, the internet protected them. Real life won't."